Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What, are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What, are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay.
I want, I need, I feel, I think. And fuck you. No one cares. So, this guy is following this chick around. He's a stalker. Stalking is a felony. It's not sexy. It's not attractive. It's not something that makes her like him. He's pissing her off. She said 6 times, "Leave me alone." And he makes a comment about her clothes, which no one cares what you think. You were not asked, were you, Neil? So that's what stalkers do. I think, I want, I feel, I need. And the victim is like, and what about what I think? What about what I feel? What about what I need? Here's the thing. I have the legal right to not be bothered by you. You don't have the legal right to force yourself on me. It's a felony. You go to jail. You fucking go to jail. Invading privacy, hacking, peeping. Peeping Tom is a vulgar, nasty, obscene, disgusting, turn-off, creepy crime. So, these guys are whacked up, or they wouldn't do that, because most men don't. They don't have time. They're busy working. That's what attracts a woman. Hard work, somebody who's working hard, somebody who has an interesting life, someone who's very smart, someone who gets it the first time you say it, someone who respects boundaries. Normal boundaries, right? So we hear David Robertson. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. Charles Perry's a stalker. I want, I feel, I need. I hear it constantly. When he's hacked my phone, he's fucking typing that shit in my phone. And I'm like, I don't hear it. You're not getting it. I don't like you. I don't feel anything for you but disgust. Because you peep, because you hack, because you're cruel, because you're a monster, because you're weirdo. You give me the creepy crawlies, the heebie-jeebies. Everything you're doing is illegal. If there's a relationship that's right, there's nothing illegal going on. So we heard Mr. Robertson today talking. Mr. Robertson was his hired hitman, and I guess still is working side by side, hand in hand, with Mr. Perry and his. It's much more than stalking for me. It's sex trafficking. It's exploitation. And Mr. Perry, listen to the words I'm saying. Listen, I'm sick and tired of your stupid. I don't have any patience for your mental retardation problem. Your Huntington's disease that causes impaired cognitive reasoning, delusion, paranoia, hallucination, psychosis. It isn't my problem. Stop bothering me with it. That's for your family to deal with. You, your family, your doctor, your pastor, your friends. Fuck the hell off. I don't give a shit about you. I don't give 2 fucks about you. I moved twice to get away from you and not ever have to hear from you again. Drama queen. I don't care what you think. I did not ask you. You weren't asked. I don't like you. I don't feel anything for you. But yuck. I don't like you. It doesn't go both ways. You are the creepiest, nastiest, most gross piece of shit I've ever met in my life. You're a fat, lazy turnoff. You're fat, you're lazy, you're weirdo, you're creepster. Fuck off. I've spent 9 years in Oklahoma kicking you off me. You're raping me, and that's it. Get the hell off me. So we hear David He has a big thing of, we haven't found a way to murder her and get away with it yet. Always uses that word yet. And I guess somebody said, finally, look at every time you say yet, what happens? Stupid. They get more. See, what we've put out that we have isn't the half of it. Every time Mr. Perry contacts me, we get more. Just because it's not out doesn't mean we don't have it, David. If you don't like that, get your fucktard weirdo friend off my back, out of my life, and you go with him. Because the goal here is to collect enough evidence to put you guys in jail so you can't hurt and rape and rob anymore. You're hurting people. You're causing injury. You're doing it maliciously. You're doing it intentionally. You premeditate it. You've talked and talked and talked about trying to kill me, and I've heard every time you do. Because every time Mr. Perry contacts me and invades my privacy, we get more. And I'm repeating myself again and again and again and again, and you little fucktards don't get it yet. And I don't know anybody as stupid as y'all. I don't know anyone. Never met anyone in my life this dumb. You asked for it. You know, there's your shovel, dig away, and every fucking time y'all do. And we laugh, we're like, oh my god, wow. It is so fucking easy, it's not fair. Ask Lucius, how do I have his name? Who's Monique, Charles? Who's Desiree and Blankenship, Charles? Who's Dickie and Richard, Charles? Who's Reuben and James, Charles, David? Who's Calvin? Who's Geppetto? Who's Sanjay? Name one of my guys. Name one. Name one person that gets the information you just said from you to me. One. It doesn't get any more fucktard than you. Don't get all butthurt that we're calling you fucktard. I don't know what else to call you. I really don't. So, I mean, y'all are queens. Y'all are queens with the, oh, she called me fucktard. We'll get you a tissue.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
Do you see the frustration? Okay, normal people are frustrated with y'all. You're causing catastrophic, profound injury. You're causing the loss of life. You've taken everything I own trying to make me lie and make me agree to be trafficked. And I said no. I'm still saying no. I got nothing left. The only conversations you guys got left is, how can we kill her and get away with it? And we hear it every time you have the conversation, David, because when Charles contacts me and invades my privacy, we get more. You take anything from me at all, I lose an eyelash because of you, we get more. That's your trade-off. That's what you bought with your money. We can't do it yet. And I guess the guy said, I'd be very careful about saying yet. Look what happens every time y'all do this. You're not all there. It's easy, cause and effect, David. There's a reason we call you dumb David. It's easy, cause and effect. When you fuck with me, you see things happen you've not seen before. We get more. From inside your criminal organization. Ask Lucius, and then name one guy that helps get that information from you to me. Name one. Quote one meaning, David. Mr. Perry, I, Cynthia Ortiz, do not like you. You give me the creepy crawlies. It isn't sexy to peep. It isn't sexy to hack. It isn't sexy to sit around on your fat lazy ass, perverting around, making weird noises, playing with little girl toys. Nothing sexy about it. It's disgusting. It's a turnoff. It's repulsive. And you're a weirdo and you need help. You take that shit and deal with it within your own family, and you will get it off me, or my guys will do it for you. And you will not like how they do it any more than you like me quoting you every day. And naming people that work for you. You know, your little bitches that kiss your ass. Best they can do is be the bitch of a sex weirdo. I don't even know what to say to that. I really don't. I get that you want to claim that you were molested as a kid, and now you are an oversexed child, and now you just turned weird. No one cares. Fuck off. No one cares. You know what? 98% of the population, abused or not, doesn't act like you, and use that as an excuse to fail. Oprah Winfrey, Maya Angelou, women, with black women, used their abuse to make a good difference in the world, make the world a better place than it was when they got here. And you just fucking fail. You are pathetic. You're just pathetic. Everybody has choices. We can't choose what happens to us. We can absolutely take control over what happens to us by using it to do good in the world and help people. And that's not what you've done. You've ruined lives. Ruined them. You've tried to ruin mine. I made the decision that you can take everything I fucking have. I'm going to use it in a court of law to help these guys put you in jail so you never do it again. And that's the goal. That's my only goal. Whatever I have to do to get there, I don't care. I really fucking don't care. I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter. I was taught, don't care, move forward. Catch the bad guy. You catch what no one else caught. You be that one. You be that person. And you relieve the suffering caused by the crime. That's what you do. That's what you're here for. That's the legacy. And it came at a high price, and it is not for sale. And so no one's gotten closer to that goal than me. And you always forget that. You guys forget who it is you're dealing with. And we think that is funny as fuck, that you are that stupid. And then you whine and cry, oh, she called us stupid. You are killing cops. You are raping children. You are ruining children's lives. You ruined my children's lives. You're ruining John Neely's life and the Miller kid's life. Now, if they choose to use it to make them better and not bitter, that's them. They're the hero. They succeed. They control. Not you. Do you understand? You guys, name one time in your lives your crime has been caught this much. Name one other victim that has what I have, Lucius. Name one. Yep, I'm getting closer to the goal than anybody you know. And you need to fucking remember that for the rest of whatever else happens. Always remember, I'm the one that caught it more than anybody you know. The people helping me caught it more than anybody you know, and they're not letting it go. They're not weak. We're not coward. We're not even close. Every other cop in Oklahoma might be a fucking coward. We're not that. That is not us. It goes against everything we believe in, all that we are. And you're seeing a complete change in your life and in your crime. Because for the first time, you're caught. You're quoted. We have names. We have code words. Right? Muffin Man. Right? Things are different when you do the crime to me. Stupid. And it's different every fucking day, right, David? We haven't found a way to kill her and get away with it yet. I'd be careful about saying yet. What happens every time you guys go around saying yet? Yep, there's your shovel, bitch. Dig away. You have come at me and come at me. I've lost everything I have. And I'm not folding. You see me folding? Did you think I was gonna cry? Yep, didn't cry. Not one. I didn't shed a tear. This is a job. I'm very good at what I do. You need to fucking wake up and realize what you're dealing with. When you start seeing things happen you've not seen before, do you not understand what that means? Can't put two and two together in your fucking head. Look at this. Just like Neil here. Everybody's frustrated with Neil here because he can't understand words. Normal grown-up words. Leave me alone. His response is a fail. Isn't it? Okay, Mr. Perry, you're stupid. Everyone else is no. Period. You don't like that, you go to Judge Parker and you go in there and cry and whine about, oh, she called me a name. And we'll get you a tissue, okay? You're pathetic.
I don't want her for this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
Okay, and then what we'll do with Judge Parker and Judge Kirkendall and Judge Cummings and all these other judges that you go in front of and lie to or by is when you go to criminal court, they're going to see what you really are, who the real victims are, and it isn't you, princess. It's not even close to you. They're going to hear every time you talked about ruining somebody's life, every time you talked about killing someone. You're betraying Jacqueline, your wife. You're betraying Jordan and Matthew, your children. They're going to hear about that. You lied to them. Bold-faced lie to them. Betray their trust. You betray everybody's trust. And then they're going to hear you talk about murdering me. Okay? And taking everything I have and trying to ruin me. And then we'll see if they still feel sorry for you. Alright? Every time you took, Judge Cummings, you guys go duck hunting. And then all my lawsuit got dismissed. And guess what? Do you know that pissed a lot of people off in Lubbock who knew me 3 years before they knew you? 3 years. They knew you lied and did that false arrest. And they were mad at you for putting me through that. Very, very angry at you. And all we heard is, we fully expect them to make that right with her. So when you got that dismissed with your little duck hunting trip with a federal judge, sir, that you bought, people were mad. So we don't have problems getting information. You do. Name one of my guys. That's the result of what you've done. I can get information and you can't. Because people don't feel sorry for you. They're pissed at you. They hate you. Because you're cruel. And you're wicked. And you're strange. And you're a sex pervert. And everybody's sick of being bothered by all that. Crime is second on the list of things people wanted stopped, dumbass. What made you think they'd be okay with yours? So Judge Parker can hear that when you go to jail and when we have your criminal trial. Okay? You all right with that? You're asking for it. You contact me, sir. We get more. I don't say everything. I'll pivot. Just, she didn't fall for whatever it is trick we had planned. That didn't go as planned. That didn't work out like we thought it would. Because when Charles Perry contacts me and invades my privacy, we get more, whether I say something about it or not. Wake up. The goal is you're in jail, and then you won't be able to hurt people anymore. Name one person in your lives that has gotten as close to that goal being reached as we have. Name one. Name one person on our team making that happen. Name one. Quote one meeting. Now, tell us again how you feel.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave.
And this is how our guys see you, Mr. Pathetic Petunia. You don't beat down women and children to feel tough. You don't do it. Talk about coward. You want to feel tough, dumb David? Go get a guy in a biker bar and beat him up. You don't beat down women and children. I think we just haven't found a way to kill her and get away with it yet. Oh my god, what was that? 30 minutes ago you said that? I heard it.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever, It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
I have the legal right not to be stalked, hacked, peeped on, sold, exploited. So do my children, so does my family, or harassed, or coerced, or threatened. I don't like you, you bitch. I don't. So fuck off and move on like the rest of us do when we're rejected. You're a failure. You're very cruel. How many times have I said that? Proverbs 17:11, a man's kindness brings blessings. We can get information. We're naming your people, Sonjay. Right? But his cruelty will be his downfall. So, how many times have you had a victim quote you and name people in code words, Muffin Man and Hansel and Gretel and Rumpelstiltskin and Pin the Tail on the Donkey and we're Weeble Wobbles. We don't fall down, and we're all going, yeah, watch this. I think it's different when you do it to me. But it's the same every time you do it. You guys are so stupid you can't get cause and effect. Same and different before and after, because we get the information before, not after. I'm not dead yet. I've not been sold yet. Right? Isn't that what you say, David? Yeah, we heard you because Charles contacted me, and I told you to make him stop. He's peeping on me, and I told you to make him stop. Cease and desist. It's a legal demand. You've taken everything I have. You've ruined my reputation. Right? You've alienated from my family. You killed the cop. So you don't get to cry and whine over somebody calling you fucked hard. I don't know what else to call you. I don't, creepster. Everybody's sick of this, Charles. Everybody's sick of you, Charles. No one invited you to Oklahoma. I came here to get away from you and to be with my family. You are guys, all of you are fucking hated. You have no idea. I can get information and you can't. Name one of my guys. Sonjay. Name one. Quote one meeting. One. Just quote one. I've been in Oklahoma for 9 years. Let's go through the timeline again. I left Lubbock in 1st of November 2013, immediately after Daryl Kitchens died. The only reason I stayed as long as I did is for him. As soon as he died, I left. I fucking hated that place. There's about 5 people in that town I respect, and I don't know how they stand it. I hated it. It is nothing. There's nothing about that town I like. Not a thing. I lived in Las Vegas, Nevada, Mr. Perry. I was happy in Las Vegas, Nevada. But something, I was needed in Lubbock. So I went to Lubbock. I helped you get elected so the cops could get to you undercover. It's a lot easier to get somebody chatty and talking in a environment where they think that they're going to get your vote or a campaign donation and they're out mingling with the public than in an office being a boring little accountant, don't you think? You can only pretend you need your taxes done a certain amount of times, and then you're going to get wise to it that something's up. Although you're stupid, you probably wouldn't have known a thing, right? Huntington's disease. See, how do I know you have Huntington's disease? When you contact me, we get information like that, because I fucking hate your contact. It's disgusting. You're fucking creepy. It's illegal to do it. It's illegal to do it. Where is Jacqueline, your wife, when you sit around and you peep or rape a woman who doesn't even like you and force yourself on me like you're some kind of crazed rapist? Where's Jacqueline, your wife, when you betray her trust that bad? And you want to go tell her how bad it is, how it hurts your feelings when I call you fucked hard. Go tell her that. After she finds out what you do with your time all day. Okay? I'm gonna see if she gives a fuck. I bet she doesn't. I bet she slaps the shit out of you. I would. I'd slap you across the face so hard you end up in next week. You made a commitment to her. To love, cherish, and be loyal to her. And be committed to her. She's your wife. I can't stand you. I've been in Oklahoma 9 years. 2013, I left Lubbock. I have no intention of going back I don't even want to go to Texas. I've not seen such wicked, evil, nasty, gross in my life as I saw in Texas. And I lived in Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City, forever. I mean, there's a hell of a lot more evil in Texas than Vegas. I mean, people think Texas is all, oh, it's the Bible Belt, it's the holier than thou. We all live in Texas. We just love Jesus and thump our Bibles and wave our guns around. You know, we just God-fearing sex weirdos. Oh, and it's worse than Vegas by far. Worse than a bunch of hypocrites. And you know what turns people off to God? Hypocrites like you, who have one life in public and something else in secret. And I can tell you, I mean, I'd rather go talk to somebody in Vegas who will look me in the eye and go, I am a mess. I'm a mess. I try to be nice to people. I try to treat people right. But I got a drinking problem, or I got a drug problem, or I'm a prostitute, or I'm whatever. They're real. They're not pretending. They're just real. Then some bitch like you, it stands up and thumps the Bible while you go rape women and children and murder cops. Yeah, I don't have patience for that. I don't have any patience for that. I will call you out and I won't think twice about it. You want to ruin my life? Then I'll go, okay, well, that's one more thing. I did say he is proving what I just said. You contact me, you sick son of a bitch. We're gonna get more. We found out you have Huntington's disease, dumbass. I fucking can't stand you. You have no chance of anything with me. You're a job. And I'm very good at what I do. And I have a lot of help from people who are even better than me. Stupid. You just want to get caught. I mean, this has been... McNamara email was 2015. We go into great detail, very specific things you were going to do that was illegal to cause a harm and an injury to me. Listen to the words, dumb fuck. Listen, everybody's tired of your dumb, stupid stuff. Everybody's sick of it. Everybody's sick of your retardation. We're tired of dealing with it. Get it out of Oklahoma. We're tired of dealing with it. Charles, we're tired of dealing with your retardation problem. We're sick and tired of dealing with it. Understand the words. We're tired of dealing with you. We got what you just said. We do every day. We're sick and tired of you. Poke and peep, you're weirdo. Get that off me. Control yourself, pathetic. Control yourself. Get out of my life. You don't have a choice. I'm tired of your retard problem. I'm sick of your retard problem. How many times I gotta say that? I'm tired of repeating myself. Fuck off. I don't like you. Move on. Grow a pair. Act like a man. Treat your family right. And get out of my life. You don't have a choice. Name one of my guys. Name one. I'm gonna name yours. Lucius, Calvin, Sanjay, Geppetto. Blankenship, Desiree, James, Reuben, Dickie, Richard, Kate, Beverly, Lawrence. Now fuck off. You don't have a choice. If I'm naming your Muffin Man, who's the Muffin Man? Who's Monique? Get the hell out of my fucking life, you sick son of a bitch. Get out of it. And don't contact me again. For us to quote you as much as we have, what in the fuck is wrong with you that you think you have a choice? You do not. Get out of my life. And don't contact me or anyone I know again. Don't do it. I don't like it. The goal is you're in jail. And you can't do that to me ever again. Or anybody else for that matter. No one has gotten closer to that goal than me. And you need to fucking remember who it is you're dealing with. And threatening. And harassing. And bothering. I don't like you. You disgust me. You disgust me. Everybody sees stalkers like this because you're fucked up people.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want to pray for this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to, but even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
Disgust. You're garbage. You're garbage. In our society, it's civilized, dumb fuck. Our laws were fashioned after the Ten Commandments. And these are just basic mutual respect for humans. Don't lie. Don't steal. Don't murder. Don't commit adultery. Don't lie in a court of law. Don't bear false witness against your neighbor. Aren't you the Baptist deacon? You're full of shit. You're a con artist, and you're caught when you did it to me. I left Texas in September of 2014 because you made my life a living hell, and you butt into shit that wasn't any of your business. Okay? I left. So twice I moved to get away from you and avoid any kind of conflict. I fucking hate conflict. Fucking hate it. I don't have time for it. Charles, when you contact me, we get more. I don't want to hear from you. I don't give two fucks what you think about anything. We're all tight. You never shut up about what you think and how I feel and I don't want to hear it. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing from you. I didn't ask you, did I? What did I say? Act like you understand me. Fuck off and leave me alone. Get a life. You're pathetic. You're boring. You're creepster. You disgust me. You disgust everybody. We can get information and you can't. Right? So I moved twice to get away from you, and so I wouldn't have any kind of conflict, no drama. I fucking hate drama and conflict. I hate it. I'll walk off first. If somebody just keeps going at me, and boy, you better watch out. You're seeing things happen you've not seen before. Right? So, because I matter and you don't. And I said that in 2015, 16, when I got back after you did your little false arrest bullshit. What did I say, David? Watch this. You've got away with this all your life. Watch this. Not this time. Not this fucking time. I matter and you do not. You're about to find out. Watch this. Didn't I say that? Now I have your names. Geppetto, Muffin Man. Geppetto's your witch. Sunday's your hacker. Who's Monique? Who's the Muffin Man? That's a nickname. Who's the Muffin Man? Explain for Judge Parker who's the Muffin Man. What does it mean, Weeble Wobbles? Who's Lucius? Who's Calvin? Calvin is bald and fat. Mr. Perry has Huntington's disease. Every time you fuck with me, every time you contact me, every time you invade my privacy, we get more. You don't know half of what we have. I don't always say it. I will pivot, and you guys wonder, oh, why didn't that work out? If something works out, we're going to use it against you in a criminal case. I've said it. I'm telling you, straight up. You either get it or you don't. Alright? Everyone else, we have rules, we have civilized society. It's not going to be mayhem, it's not going to be chaos. There's rules, there's statute, there's law, there's order. Right? What if everybody acted like you bitches? Yeah, we said no. Period. For you to get quoted this much, to think you have a choice, speaks to your delusion. You need to be hospitalized. You don't have a choice. How did I know you went duck hunting with Judge Cummings? Yep. See, when you can explain all that, but, you'll find out when you go to jail. Who's going to arrest you and what day? You guys have made all those phone calls. Who is helping her? Who is helping her? Who is leaking? Which says to us, she's telling the truth. We did do that. We did that illegal thing to cause her an injury or someone else. We just want to know how she found out about it. Who told? That's what those phone calls have done so far. Now, when I tell you, get the fuck out of my life, and you think you have a choice, our shrink thinks you need to be hospitalized because you're that deep in delusion. Your mind is that fucked. But guess what? The rest of us aren't suffering from Huntington's disease or Alzheimer's or retardation or anything. Our cognitive reasoning is fine. We can do cause and effect, same and different, before and after, like that. You only have to say it once. Okay? So imagine how the rest of us see you. Imagine. We're like, oh my God. Doesn't get any more stupid. I quote you every day, and I have since 2015. Who's going to make the arrest, and what day are they going to make it? Mr. Perry just contacted me again, so we will get more. What did I just say? What did I just say, Mr. Perry? Do not fucking contact me again, because I fucking hate it, and I don't give two fucks what you think about anything. You didn't even make sense. You're a whack job like him. I mean, you are absolutely as whack job as this guy. Now, listen to this.
This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that the
feel?
one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
You want,
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't give
get
a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can bring
Is
the
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
This make you feel? You're filming my father.
She does what I do. She's trying to reason with a crazy man. And he doesn't even make sense. I'm a stalker. I got pictures of you. You want me to show you the pictures I've got of you stalking you? I have proof that I'm a criminal. I have proof that I'm a felon. I'm committing a felony. I got pictures of you to prove it. That's not... Oh my gosh. She's making a point, trying to explain to him. Do you like getting your picture taken everywhere you go? And he's like, well, I got pictures of you. Oh my God, wow. Oh my God, wow. Wow. What do you even say to that? What do you even fucking say to that? Mr. Perry, I feel nothing for you but disgust. You're a fat, lazy turnoff and you know it. If you liked women, you would do what women like. That's not what you do. You do what deviant men like. And that's what you're surrounded by. That's what you want. You've spent 13 years attracting deviant men to yourself and turning women off. Women are not going to be your slave, bitch. This is the 21st century. This is not Noah's Ark. We are not hillbillies. You are. You disgust everybody. We can get information and you can't. Name one of my guys. Sanjay. Name one. Quote one meeting. Haven't found a way to kill her and get away with it yet. Doesn't mean we won't. That means just yet we haven't. Say that to my face, David. Once you know where I am. You're a stalker. Come say that to my face, you coward pussy. Okay? Just say it right to me. You had 3 opportunities in civil court to face me like a fucking man and you pussied up. You're a petunia. So, I'm gonna hang on a second. I'm gonna do the disclaimer. It is February 16, 2023. This is Cynthia Ortiz. These are the Charles Perry, David Robertson, Matt Powell, Josh Burson, Joe Chadwick, Calvin Geppetto, Lucius Stalker Podcast. We do the disclaimer. Use allegedly Mark Warman. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law just yet. Oh, see, we use the word yet too, don't we? And Blankenship, Desiree. Who are those people? Name one of mine. We apply the but-for legal standard, the proximate cause standard, legal standard, which is kind of the same thing. You're invading my privacy. You're sitting around having a meeting, trying to plan an injury to me. I'm not doing fuck but minding my own business. And you get caught when you do it to me every fucking time. And so, But for that, we wouldn't do these to document it. We document it before you do it because it doesn't really do a whole lot of good if you're trying to establish proximate cause and the but-for legal standard and the premeditation and the malicious aforethought. If we don't say it before, like the McNamara email, we got it before. I knew Mike Neely was drugged before depositions were taken. I knew Gene Mitchell was going to change his legal argument before he did it. I know Mr. Perry has Huntington's disease. He's a certified, diagnosed whack job. And not one bit embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for him. I'm embarrassed by him. A lot of people are. But he's not embarrassed at all. The guy has stripped himself naked and is waving his, icky in front of the world and has no fucking idea he should be embarrassed. Not a clue. It's that bad. It is that bad. And his family's just letting him do it. You'd think as a family member that you'd go to the person and go, you have to stop. You're embarrassing the whole family, and we're going to get you some medical help so that you stop. Mr. Perry, listen to the words I'm saying, please. Write this down. I don't give two fucks what you think, whack job. I don't care what you think. Didn't ask you, did I? Were you asked? No, you are not, Neil. I don't care. When you contact me, it pisses me off. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care what you think. You don't make sense any more than he does. Stop contacting me. I fucking hate it. I don't care what you think. You're a job. That's it. I've done more than anybody you know to stop your crime and to dig it up and to find out what all you're up to. And I only did that because you won't leave me the fuck alone. My job was to get you elected, and that was that. It doesn't get any better than when the bad guy comes right to you and won't fucking leave. Yep. So, also, I assert all constitutional rights, but especially, but not limited to, equal protection under the law in the application of stalking, hacking, peeping, vandalism, property loss and damage, income loss and damage, grand larceny with intent to coerce, coercion, interference with contracts and contracts with intent to coerce, assault and battery, attempted murder, obstruction of justice, perjury, peep and tom, all you weird shit you do, trafficking, exploitation, all of that. There's gender discrimination in the state. It's as bad as racism. It is Neanderthal. It is Neanderthal. It's hillbilly. And it's embarrassing. We don't tolerate that anymore in a civilized fucking society. Ask the women on the Supreme Court if they think it's cute that a man would feel the need, that he's so pathetic, that he feels the need to subjugate a woman. Mommy issues. Your mom humiliate you or what? She told you you can't get a hot woman because you're stupid. And that humiliated you, so now you're going to pick on all women? Is that what happened? What turned you nutty, David? What turned you nutty, Calvin? What turned you nutty, Lucius? Why can't you just be normal? Like this.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Mr. Perry, listen to the words. I don't give a fuck what you think. You weren't asked. Shut up. Don't contact me again. I fucking hate it. You rapist. You don't have any power. You don't have any power. Name one of my guys. Go work. Get off your ass and go get busy doing something normal. And then we'll talk about how much power you have. You can't even keep up with normal, much less excellent. You don't have power. You are pathetic. You're weak. You're petunia. You whine and cry about being called a name when you devastate people's lives. You're a cop killer. You ruin children. You rape women with your little peeping Tom thing. You can't get a real date. You can't get one. You're a turnoff. Women are unattainable for you. You attract deviant men, not women. You repulse women. You repulse women. You cannot even get a date. So what power, you bitch, are you talking about? Just typed in my other phone. I do have power. No, you don't. You're pathetic. You're a slave to your weirdo problem. It owns you. It controls everything you do, everything you say. It's a repulsive thing. You're by yourself. No woman's holding your hand. Nobody wants to. No one is helping you. When you call around and you try to find out information on who got what you just said and gave it to me, he's got Huntington's disease. He don't want anybody to know. See that he's certified diagnosed whack job. Nobody will tell you who told me that. So what power, you stupid little bitch? I don't care what you think. You get out of my phone. You need to go get busy working. Go be normal. Then we'll talk about whether or not you have power.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Okay, power means that you can keep up with the rest of us. Because everybody gets rejected and everybody else just moves on. They don't go weirdo. They don't spend all day, every day, perverting around, causing trouble, making everybody hate you. People hate your guts. They hate your guts, David, Calvin, Lucius, they hate you. Because when you go around causing people negative emotions, fear, sadness, loss, stress, anxiety, pretty soon everyone gets tired of that. Creeped out, guy walks in and the hair on the back of your neck goes on end. I'm sick of dealing with it. I'm fucking sick of dealing with those people. I'm glad she's doing what she's doing. She's got a lot more courage than I do. We hear it all the time. We hear it all the fucking time. So I've been in Oklahoma 9 years. Princess Weirdo. No one invited you here. You've climbed up here and you've caused catastrophic, profound devastation. Mr. Perry, that is not power. You're going to jail. You just don't know who's going to arrest you or when. You've called and called and called and called. And admitted guilt. Yes, we're doing this illegal stuff. And she found out before. We just want to know if it's you that told on us. Oh, dear God. You are so dumb. I have no words. I, Cynthia Ortiz, don't give two fucks what you think. I did not ask you. What did I ask you to do? What did I ask you to do, Mr. Perry? You need to act like you understand words. You don't have power if you can't understand a fucking thing people say to you. Huntington's disease.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
We gotta repeat the same thing over and over and over and over. It still goes right over your head. Doesn't click for you at all, does it? Mr. Perry, when you contact me, we get more. You don't get a date. You don't get information. You don't get a cover-up. Your crime's never been this uncovered. Nobody will tell you who's helping me. And I fucking can't stand you. You get anywhere near me, I swear to God, I'll beat the fuck out of you. You won't live to tell about it. You might go, you might not. You better have a football helmet on. I will kick the fuck out of you if you get anywhere near me. There will never be a date. You're all by yourself. You're rejected. And told on and told on and told on. And you have been for a decade, dumb fuck. Look, stop making everybody say the same thing for you. You need to keep up with the rest of us. I got power. You can't even think past tying your shoe.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What, are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What, are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want.
This person made a whole TikTok video, took their time to make a TikTok video to express irritation with this guy right here. What about the people that don't do that? See, we can get information and you can't. Right? Get it before you do it, not after. Right? Nobody will tell you who's doing that. What day will they arrest you, poke and peep? You're all by yourself. You're not loved, you're not wanted. You're told on and told on and told on and told on. More than ever in your life before. And you have no fucking idea what those words mean, do you? And then you get mad because we're sick and tired of dealing with your mental retardation problem. You were not invited to Oklahoma. You are not wanted. You are not loved. You're rejected. And you're told on because people are sick and tired of dealing with it. You go to your family. They need to deal with it. We're not going to deal with it. You're going to jail. Who's going to do that? Who's getting that information from you to me? Huntington's disease. You got Huntington's disease. Our shrink is like in 2021. I'm seeing a man who's displaying symptoms of Alzheimer's or senile dementia. And he's suffering from severe mental illness and severe mental retardation. He's not going to pass a cognitive reasoning test that I give my first grade patients. He won't do it. He can't. In layman's terms, you're certified stupid. When you contact me, we get more. Nothing else happens but that. In 13 years. You don't get a date. You don't get information. You don't get a cover-up. You get caught. And then you keep going, well, let's do it more. Everybody, let's all, we got caught again. Let's do it again today. Let's do it more. Let's all just keep doing the same thing. We're all like, oh my God, it's so easy, it's not even fair. What day will he arrest you? And who's he? Yep. Women don't like your weirdo problem. Mr. Perry, you're a turnoff to women. We don't like weird creepsters. We don't like peeping toms. We don't like poke and peep. I don't like men who play with little girl toys. I don't like boring guys who do the same thing every day. Sit around on their fat lazy ass watching TV pretending. A 1-year-old little girl can do that, sir. I like men who work hard and they're interesting. They're interesting. You're boring and you're bizarro with it. You're pathetic. I like chivalrous men. I only go out with men and they have to make sure I don't miss a meal. That might mean helping me with my career so I can make my own money. But you get out, start getting in my way, I'm not going to have anything to do with you. Because you're not my kind of guy. You're not something I'd be attracted to. I won't go out with a man who invades my privacy. There's no fucking way. You're by yourself. You're all alone with your little blow-up doll. It's pathetic. You embarrass me. Wouldn't walk in a room with you for millions. You can't be normal. You don't have any power. If you can't be normal, you have no power. You don't matter, I matter. We can get information, you can't. I'm naming your people, you don't know one, even one. We're quoting your meetings, you're not quoting ours. You have leaks, we don't have leaks. And y'all have, none of you sat down and go, well, why is that? Because you don't have power. And you're stupid. It's embarrassing. And you're not a victim because somebody just looks at it and goes, well, they're stupid. I mean, I don't know what to say. They just are. They're dumb. Criminals suffer from low IQ and no impulse control. Perry, stop contacting me. I fucking hate it. We're going to get more today because you did it anyway. We'll get more today all day. We got David just 30 minutes ago or so. What? 30 minutes before I started my podcast. With a whole yet conversation. Because when you contact me, that's what happens. We get more. And you do it anyway. It's like you like getting caught. Because nothing else has happened in all these years but that. You're by yourself. You're alone. You're rejected. You fail. You can't be normal. We found out about the Huntington's disease. We found out you drugged Mike. We found out you told Gene Mitchell to change his legal argument. Well before depositions were taken, well before court. And that's never happened to you before. Your guy said when he pesters her, contacts her when she's asked him not to, and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. I have a feeling this thing is just flicking at us right now. And when it stands up and crushes us, I don't want to be anywhere near Charles Perry. The first thing he should have done is find out who these people are. And he's not even trying. He's just fucking with her and fucking with her and fucking with her and fucking with her. And every time he does that, things don't go like we planned. And I'm sick and tired of dealing with that. And he said that. That's your guy. Years ago. Years ago. The other one of your guys said we've never had one of our victims figure out we had cameras in their home, or that we're causing their problems, or send us an invoice for being entertained using their body against their will. We've never had one sue us, and we've never had one solve a murder we committed to cover all that up. But she is. Why is that? Why is it different with you do it to her? Who's helping her? These guys have had all this time to figure out who's helping her. They can't get shit. Mr. Perry is contacting me again right now, so we'll get more. He asked for it. Charles Perry, I don't care what you think. You were not asked. Charles Perry, I don't care what you think. You were not asked. You can't control yourself. You have no power. When you contact me, we get more. So he just did it again, so we'll get more. It's the same thing every day, over and over and over and over. I don't care what you think. Didn't ask you. Look at this. Look at how other people see this guy. Wacky. Wacky Jackie.
For this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay, I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay, I don't care.
Leave.
Look at this. Mr. Perry's always asking me, why? Why don't you like me? Why are these people telling on me? Why? Oh my god. When you do things people don't like, they're not gonna like you, genius. See, anyone else can put that together in their head without help. Puppets and crayons and finger paints and shit. I want you to understand this. I'm not a special education teacher. I can't deal with your shit. You know what I can do, though? Catch crime like a motherfucker in my sleep. That I can do. Stop asking me why. Go ask your special ed teacher or your nurse or your doctor. Why? You ought to just know that, dumb fuck. People don't like crime. What made you think they like yours? When you stalk, hack, peep, bother, pester, take, rob, ruin, assault, deprive women of their basic human rights and needs, shelter and food, when you kill cops, when you try to kill women, when you try to beat down women, you're going to be hated. People don't like crime. Why did you think they'd like yours? When you do things that are criminal, you're doing something people don't like enough that they made it a crime. You go to jail. Duh. This is not hard. Everybody else doesn't have to be told this. You've been told and told and told and told. Mr. Perry, I don't care what you think. Shut up. Mr. Perry, no one's asking you what you think, are they? Show that you have power and go be normal. Show that you have power by just being normal. I don't care what you think. How many times do I gotta repeat myself? I, Cynthia Ortiz, don't give two fucks what some fucktard like you thinks. The rest of you, do you go down to the mental hospital and ask those people what you need to do with your day, with your strategy? That's what you're doing when you ask Perry. He's got Huntington's disease. It causes delusion. He lives in pretend land. It's not real. I don't like that bitch. There's nothing to like. I like men who are chivalrous and busy working and they can be normal. And they don't make sure I don't miss a meal and they're fun to be with. They don't ruin your day. They want to make sure you have a good day. You know, it's easy for us to get information because people tend to like those who make life easy and fun. When you make yourself a burden and an imposition, everybody wants you gone. So we can get information and you can't. Yet. We haven't found a way to kill her and get away with it yet. We heard that. Because Charles won't leave me alone. He thinks I care what he thinks. He's delusional. Hallucinations. You see things that aren't there. That's what Huntington's disease causes. Psychosis. Delusion. Hallucinations. Psychosis. Impaired cognitive reasoning. He can't put two and two together to save his life. Can't do it. When you contact me and invade my privacy and cause me a loss, we get more. Cause and effect. If you do X, Y happens. So if you don't like Y, stop doing X. Duh. He can't do that in his head. Can't do it. No power. We found out you have Huntington's disease because when you contact me, we get more. Cause and effect. It's different when you do the crime to me than any other victim. But say same every time you do it. Same and different. These are things we learned in daycare, sir. No cognitive reasoning at all. Before and after, we get the information before, not after. When you rob people, they're not going to like you. When you rape, they're not going to like you. When you ruin and rob and kill and assault and defame, people aren't going to like you. When you threaten and threaten and threaten and you take everything somebody has and you try to ruin their life, they're not going to like you. Everybody else knows that. Why don't you? You don't have any power. Because if you had power, you could go be normal. So, David, all the things that you haven't been able to do yet. What did I tell you guys in 2020 after we found out Mike Neely was drugged? What did we say? Here's the thing. We found out you drugged him. They got the wrong guy. And I told Gene, Travis Myers, the Florida State's attorney back then, you got the wrong fucking guy. He was drugged. They hadn't taken depositions yet. This was in January 2020. They didn't take depositions until May. We confirmed. Mike Neely was not treated for being hit on the head in a fight. He didn't have a concussion. He didn't have a bump on his head. He had nothing on his head that would make him be found unconscious and in respiratory distress. But he was found unconscious and in respiratory distress. So what caused that? It wasn't being knocked out in a fight. He was drugged. And I said that before, not after. Depositions were taken. Because you did that crime. You killed a cop. Now there's something that happens inside of cops, good cops, not corrupt ones, good ones. Not those who aspire in their career in law enforcement that the best they can do is be the bitch of a sex weirdo. Right? Nope, good cops who catch bad guys. You know, I was pulled over 5 times by Tulsa police. 4 times by Tulsa police, 1 time by someone else. I'm not going to say who it was. And not 1 time did any of those officers, no, it was 3 times. No, it was 4 times. Not 1 time did any of those officers act like they wanted to catch the bad guy. Why is that? Not 1 time did they act like they want to catch a bad guy. Why is that? How much did you pay him, Charles, or did you threaten him? I'll do to you what I did to Lucky and Mike. Did you threaten him? See, here's the thing. Cop family is thicker than you might think. And we real cop family, we have 0 tolerance for the corruption. Because that's how you get people killed, like what happened to Lucky and Mike. Because there was an obstruction of justice case, easy. I could prosecute it. And I'm not a lawyer. But it was easy. And nobody did shit. Nobody did a fucking thing. I like cops who are smart, and I don't have to chapter and verse and finger paint. We call them finger paint cops. If you have to explain stuff, you're a cop. You're supposed to be smart. Don't they test you guys before they let you be a cop? Yeah, if you can't keep up, find a different thing to do. When you contact me, Mr. Perry, we get all this. We find out you're trying to traffic me. Any other victim find that out before you do it? Lucius? Yeah. See, it's different when you do it to me, but it's the same every time you do it. So, things happen in cops. A seething hatred for a cop killer. I'm not even going to say any more than that. You ought to know that already. Seething hatred for a cop killer. Then you start going around threatening the rest of them. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? Yep, you're done. It's just a matter of time. You're fucked. We got all that, Mr. Perry, before you did it, not after. I'm having to review this again. I've already gone over this and gone over it and gone over it and go. But if you're suffering from mental retardation, you're not going to put it together what it means that we have all this. You don't have any power. Can't think past tying your shoe. So, this is power that I got this, Mr. Perry. This is what power looks like, sir. That we got this before you did it. You found out you had Huntington's disease before. And our shrink's like, he's suffering from mental illness and mental retardation. Bad. Well, at the time, we didn't know what you had. She said, I think he's got either Alzheimer's or senile dementia or some sort of aging disease. And then we find out later, oh yeah, it's Huntington's. Because when you contact me, we get information like that. Like that. And nobody will tell you shit. Right, Lucius? Right, Lucius? Lucius, who the fuck are you? I don't even know you. I didn't pick a fight with you. But you picked one with me, so we got this. That's power. That we got this. That we found out Mr. Perry has Huntington's disease. Certified whack job diagnosed. That's not power. That's butterfly net. So, do you know who it is you're dealing with, Mr. Lucius? Do you know who got all that to me? Can you name one guy? You make the phone calls too, don't you? You name one guy? Yeah, I have your name. Who's Muffin Man? Mr. Perry told everybody on the planet, everybody in Manford, it's not legal, but I'm going to have our car towed and sold before she figures that out. Because I'm a little bitch who can't get a date. So I feel, tough guy when I beat down a woman. Because I can't pick on men. I'm too weak and pathetic. No power. Mr. Perry, did your mother humiliate you? Is that why you hate women? Did she tell you how stupid you are? And that no woman who's, that you like would like you back? Is that why you beat down women and kids? Is that what happened? Women that you would like don't like you back. They're unattainable. It's something you can never have. Is that right? So you got to try to kidnap. You got to try to pretend. You contact me, sir, we get stuff like this. Every day for a decade. You've got no other results but that. Did your mom tell you you're boring and you're strange-o? Did you have family leave you because you're strange? We just wanted a normal kid. And Charles was always weird. I left. I couldn't handle it. I made his mom deal with it. Is that what happened? You don't have any power. You can't be normal. You're ruining people's lives. And everybody's sick and tired of that. And no one invited you here. When you contact me, we get more. And nothing else has happened but that in all this time. Nothing. Name one of my guys. Lucius, Sanjay, Geppetto. Name one. Quote one meeting. Quote one meeting, David. Can't figure out a way to kill her and get away with it yet. Be careful using the word yet, because they get more. What does that mean right there, Mr. I got power? You don't even know what that email means, do you? If you can't be normal, Mr. Perry, and get off your ass and go work, and go do things normal people do, you don't have any power. Poke and peep and pink penny. Your guy called you that. Your own guy was so embarrassed by you, he called you poke and peep and pink penny pathetic Perry. And he said a whole lot more after that. I can't repeat. Your own people don't respect you. Because you don't have power. Right? You don't have any. You can't be normal. You can't be normal for 5 minutes. I don't like men who sit around on their fat lazy ass, perverting around all day, playing with little girl toys. Not my thing. You're a turnoff. You're rejected, and I don't give two fucks what you think. I don't go out with a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. You guys are all into, we're going to deprive her of food and shelter until she lies. That's coercion. That's a crime. How many charges are you going to get hit with on that, Calvin? Fat, bald Calvin. Okay, so we got that. Because when Mr. Perry contacts me, invades my privacy, he caused me a loss. We get more. I'm repeating myself again. We got that, Mr. Calvin, and your name. Because when Mr. Perry contacts me and takes my money, we get more. It's different when you do the crime to me. It's the same every time you do it. I quoted you today. Right? And then she did. Look at the dates. Dates and times on these emails is very, very significant. We get the information before, while you're planning it, to show premeditation and malicious forethought. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. Right? Poke and peep. That's power. Mr. Powell said this, to Judge Parker? Yep, that's what we heard. How'd you know Mike had to be Hansel and Gretel to Pensacola? Because we planned murder. We just needed to get him over there so we could commit the murder. Whenever we have two victims that were drugged, and when they don't die, we do a false arrest. And you're caught when you did it to me. I didn't die, did I? Mike didn't die. And I caught both. And when here's the thing. You guys have had all this time to spot the pattern of when you fuck with me, you get caught. It's the same every time you do it, but it's different than when you do it to other victims. Right? He's asking, who are the other victims? Monique? Is Monique a victim or not? You tell us. So, every day, it's the same thing. It's a pattern. We spotted your pattern the second time you did it. Didn't take us 10 years. So don't tell me you got power. You don't. If you can't be normal, and you can't think past tying your shoe, I'm not seeing power. I'm seeing power when we quote you. Yep. You don't know what the hell. I mean, I don't even have words for this. It's so easy, it's not even fair. All of this right here, every time Charles contacts me and takes my money and invades my privacy, it causes a relationship problem. We get more. And this isn't the half of it, David. Yet. You haven't been arrested yet. What day will they do it? Who's going to do it? Who got me this? Yet. Yeah. Okay. All of this, every time Charles contacts me, I fucking hate it. I don't care what he thinks. What I think is, I don't want to hear from him. I want my friends and family and my money back. And for that bitch to be gone, I want Mike Neely back home with his family. And I want you fuckers out of my life. I don't want to hear it again. I don't want to ever hear from you again. Then you won't have to go around going, who told on us? Who's telling on us? We are doing something illegal. We just want to know who's talking about it. Yeah, whatever. Here, I do Gene Mitchell's argument. Legal argument. I get in touch with him. You're making a big mistake, bitch. You're about to go into a court of law and lie. On behalf of your client. You have a fiduciary obligation to give him the best legal defense. And you went into court and lied. We're going to get him out. You had your chance, David. You fucked up and you failed. We will get him out. Okay? You asked for it. You're not going to like how that works out. Any more than you like it when we quote you. Charles, I don't care what you think. Retard, I don't care. Shut up and quit trying to talk to me. I don't want to hear it. Stop making me repeat myself. Please get out of my phone. Get out of it. Get out of my life. Stop trying to talk to me. I don't care what you think. Everybody else. Is Al Blankenship the same person? I know who Al is. Blankenship, is it the same guy? Listen, do you go down to the funny farm and ask those people what they think, Al? What's the strategy? What you want us to do today with our lives and our time and our day? Do you really do that? Then why are you what are you thinking? What are you fucking thinking? Richard? Do you? I mean, we don't even know what... I mean, I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've not seen it. Our guy said the same thing. This is something. These people step in it, and then step in it again, and then you're like, you're stepping in it, and then they step in it more. What in the fuck? This was Powell, I believe, talking to Judge Parker. Point out for me the marks on this guy that looked like he was in any fight. Because he's accused of beating someone so hard, his head came off his body, and he died. So, where's his injuries? Charles, I don't care what you think. Get out of my phone. Get out of it. Did I ask you what you think, Connie Curry? I did not. You, Connie Curry, you, Neil, all the same. Just irritating. No one cares what you think. You weren't asked, were you? What were you asked to do? Leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. So, where's the marks on him that look like he was in a fight? Charles, with what you do, you get no date, you get no information, you get no help, everybody fucking hates you and everybody's sick of it. Shut up and leave me alone. Shut the hell up. You don't even make sense. Okay, so, this guy has no injuries. He has a red swollen right hand, the arrest report says, because he's got an IV in it. See? Finger paints again. Yep. I fucking hate finger paint cops. I fucking hate it. I was raised by 4 generations of police. Very, very, very good police. You didn't have to get finger paints out for them. There's the arrest report. How did I find out all this beforehand? See? He was drugged. In March, I said it. Oh, sure shit, in May. After I said it. He was. Treated with Narcan. Not because he had a bump on his head or a concussion from being hit. He was treated for being drugged. Detective stupid. I don't have patience for dumb cops. I really don't. Fucking, I don't even get me. I don't have patience. Some happened yesterday, and somebody was like, you should just call the cops, and I started laughing. Sure, okay. Yeah, I'll get right on it. I got that in jail. Who got that to me in jail, David? Yet. We can't find a way to kill her yet. Who got that to me in jail, David? What planet are you on? Do you have Huntington's too? I mean, people are sick of this kind of shit. 44% increase in murder victims of domestic violence in Oklahoma since 2020. Kunzweiler, what are you doing to stop the crime? What are you doing, TPD, to stop the crime? I don't know. That's the state of Oklahoma, so I don't know what the increase has been in Tulsa. But you better get a handle on it. Find out what the number is. Extrapolate Tulsa. And then fucking do your job. Because I'm telling you, people are sick of it. Okay, Mr. Kunzweiler? I don't know how to say your name. Mr. K. Respectfully, please do your job and make the crime stop, okay? People don't like crime. In the midterms, that was second on the list. They don't like corruption. We had the defunding police because people are sick and tired of corrupt cops. Fix the damn problem. That's all we're asking. See, they tried to kill me. Nobody collected the evidence when I reported the crime. According to the law that you have to do in the state of Oklahoma, where I live, and lived it today. Look at this, all the stuff they did to my car. Now, if they've just flat out taken my car, I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, okay. So I told you so. I did say. That's the crime I reported to Mike Neely 6 days before that murder. All this stuff right here, every time Charles contacts me, we get more. I've shown it and shown it and shown it and shown it. This is a repeat. Right? Mr. Kunzweiler, please just do your job. Nobody's asking you to climb Mount Everest here. Nobody's asking you to do anything like that. Just do your damn fucking job. You should have got him on obstruction. Right? I mean, how hard is it to catch a bad guy? I don't think it's that hard. This was the false arrest that I was talking about. You gotta file a police report to get a protective order. And if somebody's giving you arsenic and saying, yeah, I gave you arsenic, they admitted it in a text. And you got another guy saying it might be worth the risk of suspicion that we saw with Gary Condit and Chandra Levy if he kills you. And then you got dumb David walking around. We haven't found a way to kill her and get away with it yet. And make it look like it's not us. Yep, you've had that conversation more time. I mean, who has it, David? Nobody will give you information. Because when Charles contacts me and invades my privacy and y'all try to cause me a problem, we get more. Yep. So, here was my police report, Mr. Kunzweiler, on the 29th. No one properly collected my evidence. No one evaluated and inspected my evidence. There was no determination made at all. What we call that, sir, in normal land, where cops are actually good at what they do, is obstruction of justice, destruction of evidence, and perjury. The perjury happened in Texas. So you would have to work with somebody in Texas to charge them on the perjury, but not the obstruction and the destruction of evidence, right? And when you didn't do it, now we have a dead Lucky and an almost dead framed Mike. And families are devastated. And people are pissed at you more than you know. You failed. You fucking failed. Because you have a roof over your head and food on your table and a car in your driveway and clothes on your back because we pay you to make us safe. Somebody from outside of Oklahoma is having to keep me safe. Why the fuck is that? Why the hell is that? And when these guys call all over the place going, was it you, LAPD, NYPD, El Paso PD? Was it you? Please stop stopping our crime. They're admitting, yeah, we did commit the crime. We just want to know who told. We did exactly what she said. We just want to know who told her. Who told her Charles has Huntington's disease? He's certified diagnosed whack job. He needs to be in a butterfly net. Our shrink is right. He does have mental illness, hallucinations, paranoia, psychosis, delusion. All goes with Huntington's disease. In the mental retardation, impaired cognitive reasoning, he can't put 2 and 2 together to save his life. When you do the crime to me, when you contact me, when you bother me, you invade my privacy, we get more. Every day is the same thing. He can't spot the pattern yet. 2 of us. Retaliation against a public servant for doing his job as a senator. Since when is murder part of the legislative duties of a Texas senator? See, now our shrink's like he can't identify his legislative duties, and he can't identify what state he legislates in. Because you don't live in Texas, you live in Oklahoma. He does not legislate in Oklahoma. And the guys in Manford said, you know how many times I've pulled up behind the home of a woman who is not my wife? Never. Because it's weirdo. You know how many times I've gone to a restaurant to spy on a woman who is not my wife, or even my wife? Never, because it's weirdo, and not what you do to pass a law in Texas. And these were conversations that I had with my friends. Here's what he's doing in his whack job. He's creeping me out. In 2011, long before I could have anticipated, you'd go into court in a state where I don't even live and try to claim that you're the victim of anything. Retaliation. Wow, over what political... Where's the political vendetta that I would have retaliated against? You have yet to even identify an issue, much less provide proof that there was such a thing. You imagined it. You're delusional. Or you just bold-faced lied. You tell us. You tell us. This cunt got Lucky Miller murdered. Your failure to prosecute this got a cop killed. So, there's rumblings among cops all over the place, just so you know. I'm not even going to tell you any more than that. You figure it out. Power. I got power. And those charges were dismissed. Because Mr. Powell says, she torpedoed my case. Yep. It never occurred to me she might be telling the truth. Yep. It should have, though. That's the problem. These are the texts from 2011. It doesn't say anything about, oh, I don't like his position on abortion. It doesn't say that at all. It says, I don't like the guy coming up behind my home, watching me in my backyard. Not what you do to pass a law in Texas, is it? My friend Cheryl, he's going, he's coming to a restaurant. She saw it. I didn't see it. He came to the restaurant looking for you. It was fucking creepy. I think he's stalking you. Yep. Not what you do to pass a law in Texas. You're not the victim of anything but your own stupid. And no one feels sorry for you. Everybody hates you. I can get names, and you can't. I can get information, and you can't. And you can't get a date to save your life, because you're a fat, lazy turnoff. Fat, perverted, yuck, ich, disgust. And everybody's sick of dealing with it. Because nobody invited you here. You came up to Oklahoma, and you've ruined and devastated. Haven't you? So Kunzweiler didn't do his job. Our guys will do it. We were not told about the brick or Chief Miller's murder, or we would have done something. I would have taken a different route. We get 98% though, and that's pretty fucking good. It's not humanly possible to get it all. 98% is fucking good. So we're very proud of what we've done. Now go ahead, David, and go all around and tell everybody how you haven't been able to kill me and get away with it yet. And see how much sympathy you get. See if people feel sorry for you. You and your mommy issue. Your mom humiliated you. We'll get you a tissue. We'll fucking get you a tissue. No one gives a fuck, David. You know what everybody wants you to do? Cut it the fuck out. Stop bothering everybody else. Leave me alone.